Today, Pam is going to try to assemble a Kingsford barbecue grill. This is just a 24-inch grill. Doesn't sound very big, the thing's heavy as hell. There she is. Step one, read the directions. That's something I never do. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, the first thing we did was lay everything out all over the kitchen floor here. Pam is trying to dig into the hardware pack now. I'm her helper. That'll give me a chance to find the right size tool to fit the nuts. And luckily we have a burn barrel. We got a lot of trash there.
The first step is to attach the side panels to the back panel. Okay, at this point we are putting the front box panel on. The door is already attached. It's going to fall open by itself because the handle's not on there to latch it. But you'll put that on later, so at this point we just put it on there and screw it in with 4 screws.
No nuts?
No nuts. Okay, so far we've got the front, the back, and the side panels put together with the door hinging down at this point and these ears pointing up towards the front. Next we're going to put the caps on the left front and left back legs, and it says it's impressed onto the metal. I don't know if you can see it, but make sure you have the right ones, LF and LB. And you just press the caps on. So they just press in, like so.
She's putting the caps on those legs now. Press down on them, I guess.
Yeah, that's all you do. Kind of wiggle it in there. Okay. Okay, one other thing I want to mention is that there's a hole at the bottom. See, this is the open end. There's a hole. And there's also a hole in the foot of the leg. So you want to match those up. And then you're going to take an L screw, which is a 4x10, and screw it in on each leg. Okay, so the left front and left back legs will only go on one side. They're going to have these caps on them. The other side is going to have wheels on them, so that's why the other ones don't have caps on them. So what you want to do is line up these screw holes on this side and screw in from the inside with letter A's. Okay, so we have installed the right back and right front legs, and before you go any further, make sure that the inside holes are on the right back and right front side, because if not, you're going to have to go back in the very end and take everything off and change out your legs. So it's very important to get the right legs on the right side, because this is where a foldable shelf is going to go. So we just screwed it in from the inside, the screws from the inside, and now we're going to put this bottom grate on. Getting ready to put the axle in and put the wheels on, and we notice there's a little hole right there. We don't know what it's for, but if we find out, we'll come back to that. So we're going to go ahead and put the axle through, and when we put the wheels on, we want the recessed part to go on the outside, so make sure that you put this part on the inside. Alright, I'm going to have Dad hold it while I screw it. Okay, this is our crank handle, and there is a screw hole in the tip of it for a set screw that's going to be used later on, so put that to the side. We're going to install our handle bracket. inside the door. This is greased, so let's go ahead and get the handle going first. Probably can't see what I'm doing like that. Doesn't have to be super tight now because you're going to have to loosen it up for another step later on. So then I'm just going to install these A screws into the top and bottom of the handle bracket. Top and bottom. Thank you. Couldn't see what I was doing. There we go. That's it for the... Okay, go ahead. So now we're putting the left shaft bracket on, and when we say left, we're talking if you're standing in front of the grill with the door hanging below. So it'd be to your left, and if you're standing behind where the camera is, it's to the right. The brackets are shaped differently, so I think it would be hard to get them mixed up. So I'm just going to install 2 letter A screws and tighten it up with the screwdriver. Okay, now we're going to install the cart handle. It comes with the bolts already in the handle, so it should be easy to figure out which ones you need. So I'm just going to unscrew them. They're pretty long, actually. Okay, so the screws are so long because they have to go through the firebox and the legs. Okay, so this is a shaft assembly, also known as a bracket, that will hold up your charcoal tray. When you install it, you want to put the bar in first into the brackets, and then slide both of these into this slot. You want both of them in that slot. And then later on we'll install the charcoal tray.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to put on the butterfly damper, which is just set it in there. Put your letter A screw in. Chloe, come here. Okay. Then you're going to need letters J, K, and F in that order. So it helps to have them already lined out. So we're going to put on, see if you can see it, J, K, and that. Screw it on, and we're going to repeat on the other side. Good job, Chloe. You almost didn't have them in the right order. Okay, now we're going to put in the charcoal tray, and we want to line up these holes right here, the ones on those brackets. So I'm just going to set it down in there and kind of get them lined up, and you want to loosely put them in, and once you have all the screws in, then you can tighten up. Okay, I need a screw. Let's just hope this doesn't fall on my foot. Okay, now we've already installed the charcoal pan, and we're going to try it out. Yeah, it works. So when we install the handle, you're going to put the handle and then this little metal cup looking thing on the outside. And you also want to make sure when you put it on that this is pointing down and this bracket is pointing the opposite direction. So after you put that on, then you will put this bracket. Then you're going to need a J, a K, and then you put your M6 nut on there. That's the order that you would put it. Then you can close it, and looking in from this side, turn the handle, oops, and it locks. And then to unlock it, you just turn it. Install the hood hinges, and these are the bolts and nuts that we're going to need, or washers. So it's JKC, and it's helpful to have someone there to kind of lay it out for you and put it in the right order, and so that you don't have to get mixed up with how they go. Okay, that's magnetic. Move. Okay, so we're going to install this hood hinge on the back of the grill. We do that first, and we'll see what it looks like. Come here, Chloe. So I need, actually, so okay, this is step 16, installing the bottle opener. This is the most important part of installing your grill, because you might have guests over that drink a fancy beer and they need a bottle opener. So don't forget this step. Never forget this step. The cast iron grate comes pre-lubricated to try to prevent rusting. So when you put it on, it's really sticky, so I just laid it on here, the flat side up, and just kind of taking it off like this, because it's pretty gross. Stinks. Ready? Okay, so now we're installing the hinges on the hood. You're going to put your hinge on there, put your B screw, and then you're going to have J, K, and F coming from the other side. So, it's going to be hard to see. Maybe I'll just install it one side at a time. Oh, you want to shine that flashlight over here? So on the screw, put J, K, I can get it on there, and F. Okay, we're going to do that on both sides. Okay, alright, we're installing the butterfly dampers on the hood now. We've got our letter A screw, J, K, F. That's the order that it's going to go on from the inside. So, put the screw in the middle, and then put our J, K, and F. I'm just going to tighten it up. Okay, this is the hood handle. It comes with a spacer and a bolt already in the handle. So you're going to take that out. It's an M5 by 28 bolt. Take it out of both sides. Okay, the hood handle and the spacers go on the outside. And the screw is going to come in from the inside. Just they put it on. And then I'll tighten them up. Okay, I'm putting the hood on now. So I'm going to line it up best we can. Once it's inside, then we're going to put a hinge and a cotter pin. Let's see. Make the hinge. Make sure those holes are lined up. There we go. So go ahead and start recording this. Shine the flashlight on. So when we put the hinge in, we had to tap it in with a wrench to get it to go through, and then you're going to have your cotter pin, put it through that hole, push down, good to go, just like that.
Yep.
We're going to do the same to the other side. Okay, it's time to install the side shell, and what I have done is I've put letter E screws in the top screw holes. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang this up on the screws. Alright, and then I'm going to install 2 more letter E screws in through this hole right here underneath. We're going to slide this in.
Alright, hold on. We'll talk our way into this. Okay.
Alright, now we're sliding it in. Okay, almost done. Alright, this part. Stretch it out. Goes in the holes. I have to take the grates out to get to this hole down here. Just kind of squeezing it in into that hole. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it seems to work. Record yet.
So,
alright, we are finished with our Kingsford 24-inch charcoal grill. We are finished. Just want to say that the box says free installation or free assembly at the store, but a lot of times you have to leave it there for a few days, and it might not fit in your car when they put it together. So I recommend doing it at home. I hope this video helps. It only took me about an hour and 10 minutes. So, and I'm just a girl, so if I can do it, you can do it. And I think that's all I have to say.